Howdy folks, it's Shane the RV Dad in Parkway RV Center, and today we're gonna put a nice one on here. I meant to do this weeks ago, but I got some folks in Florida and we're gonna show them the condition. We're gonna try to pick on this thing, see if we can find any issues or things that our guys missed in the service department. You know, of course, once they're sold, we go through the unit and make sure that all the water systems, the propane, the generator, all the major stuff, we make sure that it's working properly. If it's not, it's fixed or replaced. So I'm gonna try to pick this one apart. I love National. The National is a great quality, especially the older ones. And I tell you, in my opinion, they just had better build quality back then. Nowadays, you see these manufacturers, a lot of them cut corners, and you know, of course, Thor bought everybody. So Thor, you know, they're the giants. I don't like when Thor gets a hold of them, but what can you do though, you know? This one, it's 40 foot. The model number is a little different for me. It's a QS40C. Usually the number tells you about the length, and you got your little badge on the side. Those are how manufacturer codes and all that good stuff. We're gonna walk around it and we're gonna try to pick it apart. I've walked around this thing several times, and it's everything you can expect from a 2007 on the exterior. Now, you see little stuff that might use a little attention, like maybe some, I don't know, it don't even look like clear coat up there on that slide or a door topper. But all the paint looks really good. It's all nice and glossy. You don't have any scratches or anything on it, anything to give you a red flag to, you know, really look at it. And I know our boy Austin, he does good little videos, but I go a little bit further and I really try to find something. So, and you notice around the mirror, that's my pet peeve right there, that stuff. You know how that kind of peels over time. It looks like it's just beginning to, but it's still intact, so it doesn't take anything away from the mirror. And you see, like up there, a little bit of clear coat spots, but you see on the roof, all the corners look really good. There's no discoloration or any type of like leakage inside the cabinets in there. It looks really good inside. We'll go in there in a minute and we'll let you look underneath the slide. That's what you want. You want to hear that sound. And there's the brain right there. It actually looks pretty good in there. I don't know nothing about anything in here, so if you got any questions about that, you're gonna have to use Google. Notice again, the gloss on the paint is in really good shape for the most part. All of your rubber around your windows looks real good. I gotta complain about the tires. The tires are 2014s, so if you know anything about the RV world, you have got to get some tires on them. Now, truck drivers will say, oh, that cracking on the side, as long as they ain't this or that. Buddy, you want to be safe. Just be safe. Get you some tires. Here's your water system in here. All of that looks pretty good. And you got your outside shower. Looks like they added a nice little wand to it. I like when everything's labeled, so it'll tell you exactly how to get your water in and out. Looks pretty good. The rubber around the edges is good. You losing some paint right there, starting to rust a little bit. It's all right. Basically what you can expect from 2007. It's been on the road a little bit. Pass-through storage. I'm sorry if my camera was all over the place. Pass-through storage looks really good. And all the rubber around the edges, that's what you want. And then let's see if that door closes good. Oh, and you look around, I forgot, you look around the doors. You look for any discoloration, any rust. Looks like all the screws are in great shape. Let's see if it closes good. Boom, it closes good. And now, you know me, I'm like Quasimodo. This is gonna be your propane, because it does not have a lock on it. That always tells you there's no lock. Propane looks good. And you know, some people would like sandblast this stuff and then paint it again. If you want to do that, beautiful. That's probably what I would do. Just sandblast the little edges and repaint. I mean, that ain't gonna hurt it. There ain't no real bad, you know, rust that's gonna cause any issues. Just really like kind of surface rust. And you can expect it from a 2007. Let's see. Did we look in there? Okay, yeah, we looked in our water station. And there's the other side of your pass-through storage. Your Dirt Devil vacuum, I haven't tested that out, but we'll go inside and test it. See, I want to show you the cracks. Let's look underneath the bedroom slide. That's what you want. You want it to really knock. Emblem still looks good, you know, 2007, it's starting to fade. It's that chrome cover stuff. What we got here? Oops. Ooh, look. Yeah, that's one you don't want to leave open when you put your slide in. Nice. Now this is one you have, looks like you got to plug it up to itself, so it's not going to have a transfer switch. Everything looks good in here though. And your batteries. There's part of your exhaust there. Pre-diesel exhaust fluid. We love that. See right here, you see how that's kind of dried up? Our service guys, we're gonna put that on the work order. They do this anyway, but I like to put it on the work order just so they'll do it. You know, that's starting to dry up, and you gotta maintain your RVs over time, and that's something you gotta do. Gotta do. Here's the back side, nice and glossy. You don't have any marks on the bumper where novice drivers backed into anything. At least I don't see nothing. See that? I mean, if you're like me, I'm really OCD, so I'd probably either try to get that chrome again, or heck, you can just leave it. It ain't hurting nothing. It's got the fiberglass back caps, and you always look at the corners and the gutters. Make sure there's not any globs of you know, caulk in one spot. Once you see that, you got to go look on the other side. You know, I recommend get a professional to resurface your seals, but if you know what you're doing, you can do it yourself. There's your nice, it's got the real nice, I forgot what they call that, the rock guard or something. It looks real good. It's nice and chrome. You don't see any rust or anything on it. And your ladder looks pretty good. All the screws look real good. They're sealed. And this right here, I want to say, this right here, people just don't know how to read. People climb these things, and I'll tell you right now, if the boss man tells me if you climb on this thing and you fall off, you're fired before you hit the ground. Everything's good and glossy. Looks like we got a little bit of a scratch up top. That might be it. You might be able to buff that out. Probably just scratch it on some tree branches or something over time. Here's your water heater. Nice. I'm pretty happy with that. It's not too rusty. If this thing spent any time in Florida, that's normal right there. Let's look up underneath this slide. Love to hear it. That's what you want. Well, that's the engine Oh, I'm sorry. Here's the, I was saying the next one is an engine compartment, but this is your inverter and your charger right here. And then the rest, I don't know. You tell me. It's got some locks on it, so I don't think it's open. But that's your, I'm pretty sure that's like your air conditioner right there. People love that because it doesn't add any height to the unit. And if I remember right, they said that one's a pretty new unit. So you won't have to worry about that for a little while. See, that little scratch goes all the way up to right above that window there. It's not going to hurt you. You're not going to have any spoiled adventures by a little scratch like that. That doesn't take anything away from this unit. The back side of your furnace looks like you got two of them. This is the back side of the rear one, and I always look for rust in these things. And I mean, that I can almost bet you my car that this has been in Florida sometime. That's what you see in Florida. You always see the houses and all the cars that have been around a while. That's just what happens to raw metals down there. That salty air sounds good up under there. All the gears and stuff, I don't know if you call those gears, but all that looks pretty good. All your screws look good. The slide's not setting down on the edge. That's a good sign. It's high quality. Here's the back of your fridge. See a little bit of, I mean, I don't know if that can be buffed or a paint guy can take care of that. I'm sure a paint guy can. Of course they can. They want your money. Just light scratches. I mean, you can't even feel it. That could definitely be buffed out. All right. There's your pass-through. Rubber looks good. Let's see if she closes. Yes. And the other side of your pass-through. Open up real nice. Rubber looks good. See, I mean, that stuff I would sandblast and repaint. Because I'm real bad about little details. Sometimes I could ignore them. Sometimes they get to me. Lots and lots of storage. If you full time, this is a great little storage area. So you can put your fishing poles up there. It looks nice in here. You see it's not discolored or anything to worry about. I guess that's probably, see, I don't know if that's your water tank or not. Now let's crawl up under here. I spilled turmeric on my shirt this morning. And of course it's a white shirt. So there's your underneath, there's your generator. All that's, you know, normal. That's a normal 2007. You know, all that looks good. That's holding up the generator. The jacks look good. If I could get up under there, I'd tell you what that tire date was on your front tires. We know the back ones are kaput. Let's look at I'm gonna crawl on the ground for you here too. I know I sent you guys pictures, but just showing you. There's your engine and stuff. It's yellow, you know what that means. Everything looks great up under here. Everything you can expect from a 2007. Just been on the road a little bit. Now it's the fun part. Let's go in. Hope you guys are having a great day. And I appreciate you staying around for my silly videos. All right. I smell propane. Somebody's been in this thing. we're gonna pause the video. I'm gonna make sure there's not an oven on or something.